What up YouTube, Topaz Yates back for another daily review, and this one is to that Remy featuring Lil Kim, that Wake Me Up, and giving this one the yellow light because it's keep it 100. I mean, there's definitely some solid balls within here, but outside of that, really not feeling a lot about this, as the basic concept around this is her just paying homage to Lil Kim all the way through. And here's my thing, man, I'm not a big fan of the whole paying homage type thing to individuals, you dig? Now, don't get it twisted, without Lil Kim and the success that she had, there's a ton of female MCs that never would have been as successful or may never have been in the game to begin with. I'm not denying any of that, but yet let's look at Lil Kim. You did this whole style that she got, that everybody attributes her to, all of it came from who? Biggie. Who sat her down and told her to rap like this? Who put her in certain predicaments in order for her to shine the way she shined? Who put her on? Now, she pays her respects to Biggie for doing that, as she should. But yet, should newer MCs and all of that kiss her ass because of such? Like, should Nicki Minaj or Remy Ma or anybody else out there who's taking that whole style that she had way back then and then updating it for the times and providing and doing their own thing? I don't think they should, because was Lil Kim behind the scenes helping these individuals get signed to particular deals and getting them promotion and helping them with the rhyme schemes and all of that? Nah, this is that whole Barack Obama, y'all need to go ahead and protect my legacy, when you ain't did nothing for nobody. You ain't did nothing for black people that you want to protect your legacy and all of that. Much like Lil Kim, you ain't really did much to help these people get in their positions. But yet, because you were the first one to have this style that you got from other people, you therefore think that you're entitled to some kind of demands amongst these people who did it on their own. And this whole homage thing has come across more of a celebration of lack of creativity, you did? Like, okay, you're gonna show love to somebody who did what you did in order to get you put on, but yet you couldn't come up with anything on your own right. You kind of had to piggyback off of what other people were doing, you dig, instead of being an inventor. And the sad thing is that you people buy it, and that's the killer, dude, because this is the same thing as Madden coming out every year, and there's long lines of people going out there to buy this game Madden, that they're selling you the same exact game from year to year, but yet you still gonna be there to buy it, ain't you? And that's exactly what happens with all of these female MCs that's doing the same exact thing. But there's a lot of layers here to Remy Ma paying homage, man, because it starts with that production, where that's overtly a production that was sampled off of the hardcore album, the Queen Bitch song. But therein lies another one of my issues with this, because again, that was a sample. That's not her original joint, you dig? Like, that whole sample that was there, if you look it up, it was by somebody named Roberta Flack. Nobody's giving Roberta Flack the credit for that production, even though that's where the original came from. But instead, they're gonna give it to Lil Kim. And it comes off a lot like what Pusha T said so many years ago. He said in that song Exodus that you signed to one dude that signed to another dude that signed to 3 more dudes, and that's just bad luck. That's kind of what this song comes off as, because you're doing an interpolation where you obviously making sure that everybody knows you're doing this from what Lil Kim did, so that has to get paid off. But then on top of that, you went on ahead and used a sample that Lil Kim did from a while ago, so that has to get paid off, and you're trying to have this as one of your lead singles for this upcoming project that you got going on. Like, where's the money to be made for you? But there's a bunch of bars that's within here, man, that was kind of solid, especially the ones that are just straight up disses towards Nicki Minaj here, and she's overtly just pointing at Nicki Minaj like, you owe the homage that you got to pay to Lil Kim and all of that, man. But then really my favorite bars is how she's saying, if Nicole and Kidman, then OJ that chick. Like, that was pretty cool how she's playing off of the whole fact that Nicki Minaj likes to call herself Anna Nicole a whole bunch, and also tying that into the Nicole Simpson and OJ case right there. Also how she said that you just met him, how is he bae that quick? That's more of a shot at Nicki Minaj on how she went straight from Meek Mill to Nas right there. And you know, that's part of Nicki Minaj's MO, because she did somewhat of the same thing with Safari going to Meek Mill, and you know, it is what it is. She's definitely throwing some slander towards Nas in this joint as well, man, which makes it all the more interesting. But those are like the only interesting aspects of this. Like outside of that, really not all that interested in this song. But a quick recap here, man. The positives that I'm taking from this is the lyricism. Like, she's definitely getting on Nicki Minaj pretty bad right here. And it's re-sparking that whole beef that I was kind of hoping would die off and such, man. But yet, songs like this will kind of bring it back. I can already see that. But yet, the negatives is, it's just not that good of a song all the way around. And the fact that it's just straight up sample of a sample and homage on top of homage. Like, there's really no money to be made here. And I'm not a big fan of the homage type thing. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.